Hey guys, it's Gary Wong from GaryWongRealty.com again. Today I want to talk about a pretty common principle that I've learned in business and in life. You know, like, okay, you've all heard of the term ready, aim, fire. So you get ready first, and then you aim, and then you fire. So when I grew up in my life, that's all I learned. Like, that's the order that I learned. You know, like, if you shoot a gun, you have to get ready, then you aim, and then you fire. And in business, same thing. You get ready first, and then you aim, and then you fire your proposal, or you start acting, you start doing. And then when I went to business school, this is what I learned. It's not ready, aim, fire. It's ready, fire, and then aim. So what do you mean? How does that work? So you get ready, but instead of aiming, you just start firing. You start firing, and then you aim after you fire. Because most people spend time, like in business school, they teach you that like companies or people, they spend too much time aiming and they never fire. They switched it around and made me think, okay, so I should get ready, and then fire, and then aim. And then after I graduated business school, and then I started working in the entrepreneurial world, and then when I met my millionaire mentor, and I started reading millionaire books and all these books about from multimillionaires and billionaires, and they're thinking at a different level, right? And then the concept I learned then was it's not even ready, fire, aim. Like the top level multimillionaires, billionaires are like this. They're like fire, aim. Fire, aim. Fire, aim. It's like there's no ready. You just go, do it. You just fire. And then I was like, whoa, it just like blew my mind. I was like, how does that work? Like, you know, if you spend all your time getting ready, you don't end up firing. So like those high level entrepreneurs, they think of the idea and they don't sit down and draft up this like 30-page business plan and like talk about it and all this stuff. They'll do that, but they fire first. They fire, and they keep firing, and then they just, it's all about like taking massive action. They just fire, and then while they're firing, they will realize they're missing the target. And as they miss the target, they'll start to aim, right? But instead of the first one, ready, aim, fire, like aim first, and then once you're ready, and then you aim and then fire. Like, it just takes too long. But in the multimillionaires, the level, the billionaires, they're all like firing, and then they find out what works. They find out what doesn't work really quickly because they're non-stop firing. So it just blows my mind, and it's hard to even start to adopt that kind of mindset. But I've been trying to do that, and it'll blow your mind, you know, like just like and how can you apply this in your life with other people? Let's say my wife, I want to love her, and I want to do things that will make her feel loved. Like, you know, ideally, like if I do the ready, aim, fire, I'd be like planning, setting maybe a plan on how to arrange this beautiful date night or whatever. But if I take the fire, aim approach, I'd be just like doing everything. Try this, try this, and like maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll have a romantic dinner. Maybe I'll take her on a cruise. Maybe I'll do this, and then basically, rather than brainstorming and like writing it down, I just like writing. Like, instead of writing 20 things, I do the 20 things, and then those things, like, I'll find out what my wife likes and what makes my wife feel loved and what doesn't make my wife feel loved. So it's like same for like, you know, like, you could apply that in many different fields in terms of, let's say you don't know what your strengths are. Well, why don't you try different things and try a bunch of stuff instead of planning and and then thinking about it, and just do. And in your business, and just try to do stuff, and like you'll find out what doesn't work. Instead of spending 2 months thinking of what would work perfectly. Just start doing things that come up into your mind, and then I guarantee you, if you, instead of 2 months of planning the right thing, if you just spend 2 months doing stuff, like, you'll find out like maybe 10 things or 5 things that don't work, and then later it'll save you the time of planning whether thing number one works, thing number 2 works, thing number 3 works, thing number 4, and thing number 5. You'd be like, I've done it, I know. So like, the more you kind of take the more you fire, the faster you hit the bullseye. All right. So anyways, quick video of the day. Ready, aim, fire. Ready, fire, aim. But you should be like fire, 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 aim. Gary Wong from GaryWongRealty.com. Subscribe, comment below. Until next time, God bless you.